Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So I'm sure you've seen tons of K-pop opinions I no longer agree with videos. In this video, I'm going to be discussing the opposite. So basically opinions I didn't agree with at first but agree with now. Thank you so much to Viva Via for this video idea. If any of you guys want to hear my opinions on anything specific or would like me to talk about a certain topic, then let me know your ideas in the comments below. We love giving the people what they want on this channel. Anyway, let's get into this video. So at first I disagreed with this opinion because I knew that the visual position has a lot of value in Korea, and since K-pop is of course very Korean, I thought that for marketing to a Korean audience a visual position has the potential to attract more people to a group. But now I agree with this opinion and think the visual position is useless, because if you really want to attract people to a certain group, having one visual ain't going to do that for you.
So when the album first came out, I was literally over the moon. Like, I was so impressed and excited and was telling every single person I saw on the street how great the album was and that it was the best thing Blackpink has ever put out, etc. Just kidding, my introverted ass could never do that, lol, but I was super excited about it and freaking out over it with my one Blink friend. I even bought the album and felt like that was the best thing I spent my money on at the time. But now that it's been a minute, I feel differently. Most of the songs were not very memorable to me and the album really doesn't feel cohesive. It's hard to tell what they were going for with it and it just feels like it's all over the place. I still do enjoy Pretty Savage, Love to Hate Me, and even How You Like That, but that's about it. I still do appreciate it for what it is and for how much work went into it, and do think it was a step up for the lack of content. I disagreed with this for the longest time, especially when I first got into K-pop, but now I agree with this opinion. This is because K-pop was of course originally made for Korea and was meant to attract an exclusively Korean audience. Its roots lie in being something that was just made for Korean people. Like every country has their own film and music industry that produces content targeted towards the local audience only, and that is what K-pop started out as. Now that it has blown up and has tons of international fans, everyone feels like it is too exclusive and sees that as a problem, which it really isn't given its origins. That being said though, Korean entertainment companies are trying to have it both ways. They want to keep K-pop as Korean as possible in terms of who is allowed to debut, but then they want to market to an international audience and yet hold on to certain racist, ignorant tendencies. That is what needs to change. You can't have the cake and eat it too, sis. That is just not possible.
At first I disagreed with this because I felt like it would be YG's stupid strategy of starving fans that would make people lose interest and unstan. And we can see a lot of that happening in the fandom already. It has actually been happening for a while. But I disagree with this opinion now, especially after the Blackpink disband incident on Twitter. That honestly made me feel like Blinks really have the ability to mess things up to the point of potentially affecting Blackpink's career. And as a OT for Blink that stays as far away from fan wars as possible and supports the girls with all her heart, this is incredibly heartbreaking to realize. I hope things change and I am wrong, but that incident really made me think about this stuff a lot, and honestly the toxic side of the fandom is just way too aggressive and loud at this point. Now before you come at me for talking about something as personal as someone's body, just take a seat and hear me out. I am talking about the beauty standards in K-pop regarding what your body is supposed to look like, and the lengths that idols are made to go to get and maintain those bodies, due to the constant pressure they feel to look a certain way. I am not talking about discussing specific idols' bodies or judging them or anything like that. Now for the opinion. So at first I thought it is none of our business and we shouldn't talk about idols' bodies, period. But now I feel like this is one of those issues where if we don't talk about it, it will keep happening and never be addressed as an issue. We need to talk more about how problematic it is that idols are required to be underweight and are made to starve themselves when promoting or whatever. About how toxic idol diet culture is. We need to talk about the amount of pressure they feel to look this way no matter what their genetics and body type are. We need to talk about how nonsensical it is that different body types are expected to fit into a certain cookie cutter mold that they literally physically can't a lot of the time. If you run away from a problem, it won't automatically solve itself and go away. It needs to be talked about more. The more we talk about it, the more idols are likely to feel comfortable opening up about their struggles and even letting them go and standing up for change. Also, we can't forget that most of the K-pop demographic is young impressionable teenagers that can ruin not only their bodies but also their mental health by trying to follow idol diets because they feel like they need to look like them. So at first I disagreed with this because I thought fancams are a really nice way to let each member in the group shine. Like we get to see each member in high resolution and little details about their performance that you wouldn't notice in the video with all the members. Like I just thought it was cute and harmless. But now I completely agree with this opinion for many reasons. First of all, fancam views highlight the stark difference in the popularity of members in groups. Now of course we don't know if the members actually pay attention to the views or not, but if they do, it can be a major blow to their self-esteem. Not only that, but fancams are an easy way for aggies or solo stans that only like one member and actively hate on the others, to send hate to the other members. I have seen tons of hate comments on fancams and LOL members that are not as popular. There are always comments saying stuff like the views on this video are depressing or this member deserves more love. Which of course I know comments like that don't mean any harm, but again, if the member actually saw the comments, it could really make them feel like shit about themselves. To solve all these problems, I think fancams should just not be a thing. Alright guys, that is all for the video. Again, thank you so much to Viva Via for the video idea, and leave any of your ideas for future videos below. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. I'll see you in the next one.